everyone, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Brian, and we're the WVGamers. Tonight we're going to show off a few Cthulhu-based games that we really enjoy. Do you want to talk anything extra before we get started?
Yeah. So we are nearing the end of October, and Brian and I have a bunch of different incentive options for our donors. Until the end of the month, we still have the $1 donation that enters you into a chance of the Pick Your Poison candy jar raffle. I can't remember the other values, but they are like I'll take on the Zombie Skittle Challenge.
They're on the screen.
$5 is the Friendship Bracelet. The $13 is the Skittle Challenge. I can't read it. 25 is the Perler Beads. 31, I'll take a pie to the face. And $100 donation, I will do a Twitch sing song. But an added bonus for this month is for each time we raise $100 between our two pages, I will take on a Twitch Sings Song Challenge by rolling the D20 that we got from Extra Life this year. So if you want to see me sing, make sure you donate. We're like $13 away from the first time of rolling the die this month. So,
and if I go off and sing, it's just going to be me singing Spice Girls on repeat. So, if you want that, I guess we can do that.
Very true. Oh, the camera moved.
Oh no, the camera's always moving. Probably happened when things fell down.
Probably.
All right. So, anything else before we banish the Cthulhu's away?
Nope.
All right.
Say bye, Cthulhu's.
All right. So we'll start with one of my personal favorites, which is Tower of Madness. Tower of Madness is basically anybody who's familiar with the game Kerplunk and Yahtzee and Cthulhu and H.P. Lovecraft stuff. They're gonna enjoy this game because it's basically a combination of all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and move this away. We'll slide this on over. So basically, I'm going to cover Amanda up with this so I can explain it.
Well, to start though, the stipulation is this game is actually not designed for a 2-player game. It's actually a 3 to 5-player game. But we love it so much, we're just going to play it as a 2-player game.
Yeah, we'll just modify it. I mean, there's only one piece that really doesn't balance out well, but again, we're just showing you in case you're interested in this style game. Mm-hmm. So basically, in this game, you are all taking on the role of investigators trying to stop the Elder Gods from coming over and basically causing us all to go insane. And you're going to do that by rolling these dice. And it's going to be Yahtzee style, so you're going to be rolling these, and they're just standard 6-sided dice, but they each have a different symbol on them that are going to correspond with some things that are going to be on your player cards. And we'll talk more about those in a bit. But basically, you're going to be rolling these locking dice into place and trying to get 1, 2, and 3, and then on your other 2 dice, as high numbers as you can for most locations. When I say most locations, depending on your player count, you're going to be going and investigating different locations in the game. And these will basically have special rules that are unique to them. Now, the first one is just basic. You just need to do the 1 through 3 and get the highest as you can on the other 2 dice. Nothing crazy there. But they're also, each location is worth points. That's shown here. It's cooperative in the sense that nobody wants Cthulhu to come out until they go insane, and then everybody wants Cthulhu to come out. But basically, whichever investigator has the highest total number of on their revealed locations and capture locations, as well as any of their discovery dice or marbles, we'll talk about that in a minute, will win the game and be the lead investigator basically. So where I was talking about, it's Kerplunk. Kerplunk, you're basically pulling out little things from a tower, and marbles are going to fall through. We have marbles. Any game that is has anything to do with Cthulhu, of course we're going to be talking about losing your marbles. And that's what's going to happen here. There are 4 different types of marbles in the bag. We also have a 5th one that's used for tracking stuff. But basically, these are all going to be loaded into this tower, and you're going to get a cool overhead view of this when we're playing the game. But basically, as you are pulling these tentacles out, if you fail investigations, and we'll talk about that when we start playing, we'll just play through that. If you fail, you'll have to pull out one of these tentacles. And any marbles that fall out after you've pulled one of these tentacles, you have to take. Now, the different types of marbles we have, I should have probably pulled out the different types. You have 3 of the green, it's probably not as good, showing up as good, 3 green marbles. These are Doom marbles. If at any point all 3 have come out in the game is over. Cthulhu, the other elder gods have come into our realm and drove everyone insane. So you don't want those. Things you also don't want is red marbles.
I think they're orange.
Yeah, they kind of have a little bit of orange look. It just depends how the light's hitting them. These are madness. If you get, I believe it's 4. Yes. If you get 4 marbles at any time, you become insane, and the game plays a little different for you for the remainder of the game. You have your white spell marbles. I always want to keep saying dice. White marbles will give you spells. Spells have special abilities on them that are either on a sane or insane side, depending on what your current sanity level is. So, basically, these will help you usually in some way by either impeding the other investigators or giving you rerolls or adding to your score for your investigation. And then finally, you've got the blue discovery marbles. These are worth 3 points at the end of the game. So you'll add the score of those up with all the score of the captured locations, and that's basically going to give you your final score. So that's most of the components. We'll talk about these unnatural influences during the game, but basically players are going to take turns rolling and locking in the dice on their turn and trying to get the 1, 2, and 3 and highest on the remaining 2 dice. The other player is going to do the same thing for a given location. Whoever has, if both players succeed, whoever has the highest total on their discovery dice, their last 2 dice, are going to get the location. And if you fail, you pull a tentacle. And that's pretty much the game. Again, when you have more players, it's going to become more chaotic. So I think maybe since we're playing 2 players, we're going to do the stipulation when you fail an investigation, you pull out 2 tentacles instead of just 1. I think that probably balances out the game a little bit better.
Okay.
So we're going to do that. We just made a rule on the fly. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to give these marbles a good shuffle, or a good mix, whatever you want to call it. Probably will not be able to do them all in one shot.
Girls, these are not candies for you if they fall.
So you want to try to give them a good mix. Load them into the top of the tower. Take the remaining ones. Do the same. Now, generally what I try to do is like wiggle them and put some pressure on them blindly to kind of push them down. Sometimes I'll even pull one of these out to do that. It's whatever you kind of want to do. There we go. Let me turn this, if Amanda let me. And at least has a few of them kind of in there, even though now it's going to be really hard to get them. I'm going to have to look up. Now, obviously, when you're playing this, you don't want anybody to see what's where, so you don't want to have that knowledge. But again, for a demo, it's cool. All right.
Okay.
So what we're gonna
usually you put the roof on it as well, but tonight we're gonna let you guys look down upon the center to watch as we freak ourselves out.
Yep. And what we're gonna be doing is just basically rotating this, trying our best. I don't know if our camera is gonna really pick it up great, but you're gonna get to see some of the marbles come out of here, and you'll see. You might be able to see a little bit. If we had the camera up a little bit higher, it'd probably work better, but you'll basically get to see a little bit of what's going on, and we'll show you on the front-facing camera. But basically, the game's really straightforward. Roll the dice, don't pull tentacles, get spell cards to screw over the other players, and we'll talk about these unnatural influences, and I think that's pretty much it. So, going to get started. All players will have one of these little boards that have little slots on them. That's where you're going to save all of your marbles as you collect them. Players will take on one of the investigators.
Other way.
Yep, I totally put that the wrong way. Take on investigators. Now, we're going to play with the basic investigators, but there are investigators that have special abilities that will trigger based on what you roll. We're just going to play basic because for the sake of the demo. And then each player is also going to receive 2 spell cards that we'll kind of explain as we use them. And then whoever's the first player in a given round will receive this little first player token. And that's pretty much going to be it.
And I am Abigail Hunt.
And I am I'm really tired. Ace Wilcox, reporter.
Since you'll be first player.
Yep, since I'm first player, I'm going to take this little yellow marble. We have a little yellow marble that basically is what we're going to be using to keep track of our current discovery score. And so at the beginning of the game, you just literally put it on the one on the active player slot, and then begin rolling. Now, unfortunately, the way we've got this kind of set up, people aren't going to see the dice that we're rolling.
Nope. You'll just have to trust us when we tell you what they are allowed.
For the first roll, I'm going to push this to the side just so we can show off. And I'll switch to the
overhead
table prime. So you'll get a little bit of a view of what's going to happen. So on my turn, I'm going to use to roll the dice, and each time I roll, I can either lock one or more of the dice or finish. But every time I lock dice, I have to lock at least one. Now, depending on the location that we're at, it may vary a little bit. For the clock tower, is using basic rules. There's no modifiers happening. So, and by the way, if nobody noticed, I am also wearing my Tower of Madness tie. All right, so I have a 1, 1, 3, 3, and 4. So I need the 1 and 3, so I'm going to go ahead and keep those. I'm just going to pull these out over here. I don't really need any of those others, so I'm going to re-roll these. Okay, so I got another 3, doesn't do me any good. 4 really doesn't do me any good right now, and 5 also doesn't do me a lot of good. But I must lock in 1 die, so I'm going to lock in that 5. That'll go pretty well with that discovery roll. Got a 1 and a 4, so this is not going well. So I'm going to lock in the 4, so my discovery is 9. I must get a 2 on this. I'm going to look at my spells, see if there's any spells that may help me here. Nope. Nope. Neither of these are going to help me, so I have to roll a 2. Otherwise, I'm pulling 2 tentacles, because that's what we're doing this time. We're modified. Okay. I rolled a 6, so those go away. The tower returns. And I'm going to pull 2. Because I want to make this a little fun, I'm going to pull ones that I know are probably not going to do well for us, because I want to see some marbles come out this game. Normally, I would go near the top, but I want to lose some marbles today. Okay. So I have 2. Even though you don't have to keep these, I like keeping these on hand so at the end of the game you can show scores. Now, there is a rule in the book. I'm bringing this up only because we're sliding this back and forth. That if a sane player bumps the tower in some way or the table in some way that causes marbles to come out, they keep all of the bad marbles that come out and lose all of the good marbles. If an insane player does the same thing basically happens, but all of the doom marbles, because an insane player wants the doom marbles to come out, and we'll talk more about what happens with the insane. But basically, they no longer roll dice; they just start pulling tentacles and using their insane spells. But basically, if you lose a doom marble, you basically guarantee the insane players can't win. So go ahead. All right.
Yeah, 1, a 3, a 1, a 5, and a 5.
Okay.
So.
Yep.
I rolled 2 5s, so I can get an unnatural influence token.
Yep. And there are 5 in the game, and basically at the end of each round, all of these get replenished back out here, except one we'll talk about. So basically, when you roll 2 5s, you get to claim one of these special one-time abilities. So I'm No Madman gives another player one of your red marbles. One last chance. It allows you to reroll as many of your dice that you want. New findings. At the end of a round, if you use this, As long as you had completed the investigation, you may roll 2 dice to try to get a higher score, to score higher than the current lead investigator. This one here basically allows you to move one of your white marbles down to the discovery track, making it worth 3 points. So you get your spell already for the white marble, but now one of your white marbles just happens to be worth 3 points. Also, it can allow you to steal a spell card from an insane player. Finally, in prison, this one has a special. It allows you to either cancel a spell card from being played, or allows you to cancel another player pulling a tentacle. So you cannot cancel yourself from pulling it, but you can from another player. You're allowed to keep this one for 2 rounds. So basically, the round you get it, till the end of that one, and then the following round. So that does have a higher duration. But the other 4, at the end of the round, they go back if you don't use them. So.
And that's the only one that goes 2 rounds. I'm gonna take the one last chance, just in that off chance I don't get that 2.
Yep.
Okay.
So what do you lock it? The 1 and 3?
The 1 and 3.
Okay.
So I'm gonna reroll these.
There's
I got my
2
2
and a 6.
I'm gonna take that 6.
I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter as long
yeah,
as
because yeah. So I win this.
So I give her the marble.
Woo!
And she just about knocked it. So she got the clock tower, giving her 6 points. She can flip this over to hide it. It's up to her. Basically, it can be hidden information until the end. Also, at the end of each round, you pass the first player marker to the next person clockwise, which is basically just going to bounce between us. So Amanda's going to get to go again and tell us about the new location.
Oh, yes. The new location is Innsmouth Downs, worth 11 points. You may only assign a single die for each throw. They must be assigned from left to right on the tracker, starting with the gate, or fail.
So you have to roll on your first roll a 1, on your second roll a 2, third roll a 3, and then whatever you have left on the... Oh!
I got a 1.
You got a 1, 2, and 3 in one roll. That's harsh. That's painful.
I did not get my 2, so I fail.
Yep. Pull those tentacles. Hold on. You gotta pull it over.
I was working on it.
Alright. Tentacles. Tentacles. Oh yeah, that's a good place to store it. I don't have long enough hair for that. I'll just put it over my ear. No, it won't work.
I'm gonna go for the easy one.
Man. Chicken.
Yeah, that's why I threw my hair out, so then I can display my tentacles.
Okay, I'm going to let you pull that on over. I like this idea of just pulling it back and forth so then people can see the rolls and everything. Although now it's all... Yeah, let's out of focus. Hopefully here in a second it'll focus back in. There it went. So, I got my 1. I locked the 1. Must get a 2. I did not get a 2.
You got a lot of 1s, though.
Got a lot of 1s. That doesn't help me any. Yeah, and there was none of my spells that was going to help. Alright. So I'm going to pull 2 out.
Bum, bum, bum.
Whew. Huh. That was kind of lackluster there.
I honestly thought there was going to be some falling.
Now, neither one of us completed this one, so that location just disappears. You do not have to complete all locations. You just have to complete the final location. So, the third location is...
Ooh, my favorite. Not really, I just like the name. The Crypt, worth 6 points. No spells may be played here. Instead of your normal values, you may try to lock 5 2s in order to win this location immediately, as well as the next location.
Yep. So instead of getting 1, 2, 3, and then your 2 highest dice, if you can lock in all 2s, you instantly win this and the next location. You just get the card. So it goes over to me as the new lead investigator. Yep. Okay, take this marble over here. Man, getting all 2s.
We got one.
Or I can do 1, 2, 3, and 2 5s to get an unnatural influence.
You could do that.
I'm going to take the roll to get the best, to beat the leader action. And I'm going to go ahead and take the 10. Uh-oh. That's scary when the marbles, for one, it kind of stops breathing when the marbles start making noise. Okay. You have an unnatural influence.
I do have an unnatural influence. I'm going to go ahead and lock in my 2 and 3. I will do the last chance.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. I'm going to re-roll these.
That's
I got
a
my
1, a 6, and a 4.
To lock.
Thing
No,
is
I can meet or exceed you.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to lock that to tie you.
Yep, so she got a 4.
But you could do the new findings
yes,
to reroll.
I can. But likely that's lower likelihood.
Yeah, I'm just going to lock that.
Because,
so
yeah, that's your
10.
best chance, I think.
I'm going to steal the yellow marble.
So, yeah, if another investigator completes their investigation successfully and ties or exceeds your current discovery dice, they basically steal the marble from you. That way, if someone rolled a 12, if somebody still has a chance to win that round.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use my new findings that I smartly took, and I get to roll 2 of the dice to try to beat her 10. And I can lock in 1 and then do the other. So I'm going to hope for a 6 and a 5 or something. So I got 2. Wait, that works. That works. It's 2 5s. That's a 10. So I take the marble, and I get the crypts. That was incredibly lucky. Incredibly lucky.
That's
Okay.
a little sad.
You got the clock tower. So the next location is
Temple of Ancients, worth 10 points.
Ooh.
If a doom marble falls at this location, it counts as 2 doom marbles.
Yeah, this is not one you want to have marbles falling. I've seen the game lose this way. So right now, if we drop 2 marbles, we instantly lose.
Well, I get an influence because I got 2 5s. I'm going to go ahead and lock my 1 and 3. Every time I take the last chance one, I never need it. But I'm going to do it just in the off chance that I need it. Who's that?
Yes, I am in a tie.
I got my 2.
Oh, Hi, Matthew.
Oh, it's Matt.
Sabella.
Oh, hi, Sabella. I'm going to go ahead and lock in this 5.
Jeez, I turned my head and you power roll over there.
And that gave me a 1, so that gives me a 6.
Now, you have the one last chance if you want to re-roll the 1 to try to get higher. I mean, you can't go lower.
That's true.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I don't know why I'm giving you advice, because you're... Yeah, roll to get a 9.
Yay!
Alright. Okay. So I have to complete the investigation and get a 9 or more.
Correct.
So. Alright, so let's see. That's a 1. Well, that's a 1. That's a 1. So I'm going to keep the 1 and re-roll the rest. 2. Re-roll the rest. That's going to be a 5.
Oh, man.
3. Okay, so now I just need to get a 4 or higher.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
I rolled a 1. So I don't have to pull tentacles, but I don't get to steal the marbles. So we were all successful, but...
And I won the Temple of Ancients.
I don't feel like this game's going to go well for me. I haven't been doing so hot. At least I get to go first next.
Yep.
What's the location on this one?
Well, let me repopulate the cards there.
Miskatonic Prison.
I was going to say it.
Okay.
For 12 points. If no one is insane, place on the bottom of the location deck.
So, that just goes away for right now.
The new location. Overgrown cemetery, worth 10 points. Both of your discovery dice must be equal in value, or you fail this location.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Oop.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take that reroll, a natural influence, and I'm going to lock in a 6.
You're going to try for 6s?
I mean, it's an equal chance of getting... It's 1 in 6 regardless what number you go for.
True.
That's a 3. That's a 4. Yes, I'm going to keep going. That's a 2. Keep going. Oh, can't. Okay, I'm going to use that roll. Reroll both of those. There's my 1. And I have to roll a 6.
Roll a 2.
I rolled a 4. Let's see if I got a spell to help here. Nope. All right.
So you fail this location.
Bring my beautiful tentacles over.
And again, for anyone that's just now tuning in, usually you pull just one tentacle. Brian decided as we were beginning the stream that because this game is traditionally played 3 to 5 players, and we're only 1 and 2, we are going to be pulling 2 tentacles in a turn.
Got a white, so I get to draw a spell. Can you give me a spell, please? Oh, they are right there. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to pull another. So marbles are bad, but they're also good because you get spells and you get stuff like that. So, oh gosh,
that was a lot.
That was a lot. Well,
but you get another spell.
I get another spell.
You got a discovery that I can tell for right now.
Discovery. So I got a blue. I got a white. I got another blue. Okay. Yeah, that was okay. I'm okay that I failed.
So you get another spell.
Man, that's 6 points right there. So that was me. I'm okay with this. This turned out okay. This turned out okay. What do I got going on over here? It's your turn. I'm just gonna sit here and read my spell book.
That's fine. I'm going to roll.
Okay. Cool. I like it.
I have a 3 that I'm going to lock. I have a 2. Oh, crap. I'm gonna lock the 5.
Okay.
Just in that chance that I might get another 5.
Yeah.
Well,
I got 2.
I got 2 5s, so I get a...
I already used the reroll this time.
I'm gonna take this one so that I can cancel my pool.
Not you. You can't cancel your own pool.
Aw, then I don't want that one.
But you'll have it until next turn. There's really nothing else there that would do you any good, so I would just take that one, and then you'll have it next pool, next turn.
I got it! I got it, and I won!
Alright, she somehow pulled that off. So that was 10 points. That was pretty good. Okay. The next location is...
the old church, worth 12 points. Instantly win this location if you roll on your first throw 1, 2, and 3.
Did not do it.
No.
That would have been fun, though.
Otherwise, you must assign 2 of these 3 dice to your investigation on your first throw or fail this location.
Well, I immediately failed my location. That did not play out the way I wanted to at all. I was trying to do the whole mic drop thing. That's not what I wanted. Okay, let's see. I'm going to play a spell. I'm going to ignore madness marbles on this next pool. Since we're playing with 2 tentacles, I'm going to say this only works for the first one. It's not going to work on both. So I'm just going to go crazy and pull one out that's going to drop stuff.
Oh, gosh.
And there was some madness. So this is just going to go off to the side. And now I still have to pull another. Now's when I play a little bit slightly safer. And this is going to... Oh, that's got a lot of weight. That's got a lot of weight.
Oh, no.
That's,
I see 2 doom.
Wow, that might be a quick game.
And there may be more on that side.
Doom?
Here's a spell.
I think I'm going to go insane. Maybe. 3 spells. 4 spells. Another discovery. There's me some madness. Okay. No Doom. I'm so close to being mad, though.
How many do you need for a madness?
4. I'm there. I'm almost there.
Yeah, you're almost there.
But I get 4 spells. That'll be awesome for when I go insane.
Insane in the membrane.
Alright, so I'm going to put all this stuff here. Man, I need to get that one ability to let me turn my spell cards in, or spell marbles into points. Okay, it's your turn.
Gosh.
Have fun.
A move. With each move, I fear I'm going to like knock down more marbles. Alright, so with this one, I have to lock in 2 dice on my first roll.
Wow, you basically did what I did.
Sure did. 3 ones. So I failed.
Yep, you should probably use that don't pull a tentacle on me. Yes, it did used to be Kerplunk, but now it's Tower of Madness. And just trying to save herself with some spells.
I am. You didn't use this on your turn, correct?
No.
Okay.
No.
I can't use any of those. So, I failed this location.
Oh, man.
And it gets scary.
Oh, and you just bumped into one.
I know. I'm gonna take this one.
Oh, that's a blue.
And something else.
I didn't see anything
It
else.
sounded like 2 fell.
No. Nope.
Okay. Let's add that tentacle to my hair. And let's go with this one.
Hey, another blue. That's not bad.
Okay. So that location failed. So it gets removed.
Yep.
New location is the Esoteric Order of Dagon. 9 points. These 2 dice, you have to have 2 4s. May be treated as wild and rotated to any side.
So if you get 2 4s on a roll, you get to rotate them to any side. Okay. And it is your turn first. I feel like we didn't pass those that last turn. So there you go. Let's move it up and do a little bit more.
Well, I got a 3.
Okay.
I got a 2.
Ooh. Well, 4. Oh yeah, your tentacle influence went away, by the way.
I'll lock that 4 in. Got my 1.
Yep. Okay.
And a 4. So that gives me a total of 8.
Nice. Alright. I'm going to play some spells. What I'm saying, still a discovery marble from another player. Ploop. Man, what other spells do I want to do?
I don't have many points, sir.
Well, you got all those location cards.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Remove a madness from your track. Remove a madness from your track. Good thing about getting all those marbles, I got all these spells. That's not useful right now. That's not useful right now. Okay. I might do that at the end of the round. So let's see what's going to happen. So, again, the effects is if you get 2 4s, you can turn those to any sides.
And you did.
I got 2 4s. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do the 1 2. What do you have right now? Your score?
8.
Okay. So I'm going to do 1 2, turn this one to a 3, turn this one to a 6, and keep that 2, giving me a discovery of 8, allowing me to have this location. You have a spell to stop this? Bum, bum, bum.
Yes.
Okay.
At the end of the round, roll 2 dice. If 9 or better, win this location. If not, take a madness from another player.
Okay. So you rolled 10.
I rolled a 10. I win this location.
Yep, you sure did. That was cruel. Okay. At the end of the round, before you flip anything over, I'm going to use another spell. Roll 2 dice. Okay. I'm going to roll 2 dice. If I roll a 9 to 12, we're going to remove the bottom location. Roll a 2 to 5, add a location. 11. We remove the bottom location.
Aww.
Bye, prison.
Miskatonic goes away.
Okay, now what's the location?
The new location is the Miskatonic University, worth 11 points. You must assign both discovery dice on your first throw.
Okay. At the start of my turn, I'm going to use this. Hearts are wild and may be rotated any side. So, yeah. So hearts are wild for me. Oh, they are 2s.
Uh-huh.
So I have to do my discovery dice, you said?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, there's 11. I'm going to just reroll all those. Oh, 1. 2. Man, that heart thing's not going to work. I got now a 1 in 3 chance. Yep, that's not it. Let's see. Do I have a spell to help here? I don't think I do. Nope. So, I get to pull some tentacles.
Tentacles! Tentacles!
Tentacles!
If you hit my hand and they lost marbles, they would all go to you, sir.
Yeah, I know. And I just got rid of some of my madness, too. I'm gonna go safe. That was not safe.
No, it wasn't.
There's a lot of weight on that I didn't know about, but I see quite a few. So we don't have a green marble out there, right?
No, another blue and another white.
Man, pulling 2 is exciting.
So you get
1 more pull.
spells. Sorry, I didn't mean.
I don't know how many I got. Oh well. Okay. I'm gonna pull this one. I went safe that time. Alright, so it's now your turn.
Stop. I'm clumsy as is. I don't need your extra hand to push the marbles down, sir.
Understood.
Okay, I gotta lock my discoveries.
That's 3 6s. Uh-oh.
Dun dun dun. I locked that. It doesn't say anything about not locking the other things.
No, you just must lock that.
So I'm going to go ahead.
And lock your 1 and 3.
But that only gives me a...
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's odds is the same, regardless.
Yeah.
The only times that odds play in your favor is when it's when you have the choice on the discovery dice.
Oh, great one. Help me win this location. Thank you, great one. I got a 2! So,
oh, man.
My discovery total is a 12.
Yep. Well, I mean, that I already done my location.
I know. I won the location.
I saw that. So we're on the last location for this game.
We are on the last location. Sentinel Hill, worth 9 points. If your discovery dice are equal in value at the end of your turn, you'd get to draw a spell card.
May not be as useful. Let's see.
Do I get to go first? Because you went first last
Oh,
time.
yeah, you do. That gives me time to think.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to win this with the one location that I've won.
Well, I got my 1, 2, and 3. 3, 1, 2. If your discovery dice are equal in value at the end of your turn, draw a spell card. I'm gonna lock in the 4. And I got a 1. So I got a 5.
Okay.
Which was dumb on my part, I think. But you may not be successful.
Subtract 2 off of that. Hey, I'm taking any little thing any points I can get. Okay. Let's see. Wish you had madness, because I have a spell that would be awesome, but you don't have madness.
I haven't gone crazy.
Yep. So those spells are going to do me nothing. It's just coming down to the dice. And what's the special thing on this?
You just draw a spell card if your discovery is equal.
1, 2, 3, 5 for my location, and so 7. So I definitely complete this and get this location.
Nope.
But I'm pretty sure it's not going to matter. How many cards you got over there? That is the end of the game, by the way.
5.
Yeah, I'm not going to catch up with that. Okay. I have 33 points. How did you break 50?
Almost.
Did you add your 3?
I did not.
Did you break 50?
Hang on.
Oh, close. Not quite. 48.
49.
Nice. So there you go. That is Tower of Madness by Smirk and Dagger Games. Again, this is one of my favorites. Pre-COVID, I would certainly have had this set up at the Four Horsemen in Clarksburg playing this, and this always had people coming and playing it all the time because it's got such table presence. So it is a fun one. I recommend it. So we'll do a tiny bit of cleanup here. And we'll just, do we have any more dice? Yeah, we have done. We have more dice.
One, so it'll go in here.
So I'm just going to clean up a little bit. Go ahead and start.
Set it here.
Oh yeah, that'll work. Just watch, the mic's going to hate you. Okay. I trapped you in on purpose, Bella. I knew what you were going to do. You do this every week to us. I trapped you in.
So that was Tower of Madness. So that game is from the company Smirk and Dagger.
Which I said.
I know. I really enjoy that company. They make a lot of great games. Kurt, the owner of the company, is a great guy. If you can check out any of their streams, you're in for a good laugh.
Then the upcoming Night Cage.
Yes, in the Night Cage, and when we actually get the physical copy, I can't wait to play it.
So what are you teaching?
I am going to teach the Lovecraft letter. If anyone is familiar with the original love letter, this is very similar to it. Except you can be sane or insane in the game. To start the game, you will put out the Amigo brain case. He will come into effect with an ability on a card. Right now, he has no ability. But we will shuffle the cards. We will remove one card blindly. We don't know what it is. Then we will draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll put them face up so everyone can see what those 5 are that were removed. So in this game, if you're at all not familiar with Love Letter, we will draw a card, and then we'll decide to play the card. The card has an ability on it, so that it will take an effect. It could be asking another opponent, do you have a 4? And if Brian has a 4, then he's out of the game, and I win that round. And I could get a sane token or an insane token based on my discard pile. So I will deal out 1 card each, And I'll begin first since I won the last game.
Wow.
Because the old one loves me.
The old one loves the old one. Okay.
And with that, I will draw a card. I'm going to play Professor Henry Armitage, and I will choose another player, i.e. Brian, because you're the other player. They must discard their hand and draw a new card. And that card will be in my discard pile. So
let me do like that so they can see what our respective discard piles are. So I have to draw back up because you made me discard, and now it's my turn. I will draw a card.
Correct.
And figure out which one of these I'm going to play. Okay. Okay, I'm going to play an investigator, and I call out a number in another player, which, again, only one player in this one. And if she has the number that I call out in her hand on her card, she's knocked out for the round. Obviously, if you have more players, this goes a lot longer, but again, just showing you a quick demo. So I'm going to pick something between 2 and 8, and I'm going to pick 4.
Nope.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay. And to win the game, we could end up going a couple of rounds with this. But in order to win, you have to claim 2 sane tokens. That looks like this. Or 3 of the insane tokens that has the old one on it. Or Cthulhu.
Yep.
Okay, so I drew this.
And if you can't tell by the mic, they are nice poker chips.
They really are.
Like, quality-wise, I was really impressed by this. I mean, you get the sleeves with the game and everything. The box is even really, really nice.
I'm going to play Cat of Altar, and I'm going to choose another player and look at their hand.
You can show it to them. So I have that.
Okay. And that is my turn.
So now that she knows what I have, it's smart for me to get rid of that card out of my hand, because if she pulls out an investigator and calls that number, then she catches me and I get knocked out of the round. So, okay. Well, this forces my hand on this one. Choose another player. You secretly compare hands with them. The player with the lower number is knocked out of the round. So I'm going to end the round one way or another here. I have a 5.
I have a 6.
I'm knocked out of the round.
So, and because he's knocked out, I look at my discard cards, and I don't have any of the insane ones. The insane ones have like the green number, so I get a sane token.
Yeah, if she had any of that little Cthulhu on it in the green color, she would take one of the other chips.
Okay. The card that we discarded earlier comes back into the deck, and we just reshuffle. Now, this game was originally published through AEG. AEG sold off Love Letter to Z-Man. So if you are in the market of looking for it, check with Z-Man to see if they've reprinted under their title. If not, maybe some local game stores may have copies available that are still AEG branded.
Yeah, we got lucky and found ours on clearance at a Barnes & Noble. So we got really lucky because we were wanting this game, but we had heard that it had just been sold, so we thought the likelihood of finding it was going to be really, really low. So thank you, Barnes & Noble.
So I discarded the 1, showing the 5 that we removed. Ugh.
Yeah, I so want to like sort those in order.
You get 1, I get 1, and because I won, I will go first. Okay, I will draw a card.
And if we didn't point it out, all players will have a reference, and on there it will tell you how many of each type of card there is. So having this knowledge and the knowledge of the discard will help you kind of narrow down what the likelihood of the other player.
And these references are double-sided. One is with the sane cards, and one is the insane cards. I'm going to play my Elder Sign, where it says, you cannot be chosen as part of the effects of another player's cards until the start of my next turn.
So basically, anything that I would do against her is nullified. I'm going to get rid of more cats. And that is my turn. And how many does this support up to? 6?
I believe 6. I'm going to play the investigator. Name a number other than 1 and choose another player. If they have that number in their hand, they are knocked out that round.
What do I got? Wouldn't you like to know? Got a 1 in 7 chance.
Seven.
No.
Worth a shot.
Okay. Do you have 5?
I do not.
Okay.
I just drew the silver key. It says you must discard this card if you ever have another card with a number higher than 4 in your hand.
That is information that's useful. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. So I've got the insane variant of the investigator, which is the deep ones. Name a number other than 1 and choose another player. If they have that number in their hand, they are knocked out of the round. Choose another player. If they have a 1 in their hand, they are knocked out. So that would be kind of cool if we had multiple players. So, okay. So I think I said 5 earlier. And you didn't have that. Then you had to play that one. So you don't have that. Okay. So it's either 6 or 8 probably. I'm going to go with you have a 6. That's good. Because I had the 8, and if the Necronomicon, if you discard this, you immediately lose the round.
So what token do you end up with?
I do have a green, so I take a green.
Correct.
And I need 3 of these to win the game.
Okay. And the Migo brain case stays there.
When does that one come out?
On one of the insane cards, I just don't know which one it was. Maybe the number 5, the Migo. Add another player's hand to yours. They get the Migo brain case.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Alright, so removing 1. No one knows what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you pull that back just a hair?
Sure.
And we got that. Then you get 1, I get 1, and since you won that round, you get to go first.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is going to be a quick round, I think. Okay. Great Race of Yith. Choose another player. You secretly compare hands with them, and the player with the lower number is knocked out for the round. Well, I have 8.
I have 1.
So, that was a very quick round. Luckily, I did not have to discard another thing, so I actually get one of these sane tokens. Interesting. See, and games can go that quick.
Did you show the back of the card?
I don't think so. It's in a little envelope.
I like the little back of the card because it's like a sealed envelope and it has little Cthulhu claw coming out of it. It's cute.
Yeah. Whoop. Is it a tentacle? It's a tentacle.
No, it's a claw.
Is it a claw?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Trying to unseal itself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's very, very appropriate for the theme.
Boop.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Come on, give me the same stuff I had last time. That worked out really well. Okay.
1 for you, 1 for me, and you get to go first.
Okay, I'm going to play a number 3. Choose another player. You secretly compare hands with them. The player with the lower number is knocked out for the round.
Oh, no.
I have Cthulhu. Again. Okay. Choose another player. Yeah, we don't have any. So, I take another insane because of that. Wow. I don't even know if that was worth shuffling the cards for that short of a round.
Wow. So, Brian could either win by being insane or sane.
What? Oh, wait, I didn't discard Cthulhu. Because if I would have discarded Cthulhu, I would have won immediately. Because you only have to have 2 insane tokens with him.
But should it...
No, I didn't.
So, I'm still in the game.
Yep. But just give me the Cthulhu again. I'll just discard it and immediately win.
No. Remove the one that no one knows. 1,
It's not
2,
Cthulhu.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Present them.
Okay, Cthulhu's not there. I can get him again. I could totally get him again. I could have totally got him again. Okay. I'm going to play
Oh, gosh.
the number 2 and choose another player to look at their hand. Okay. I'm going to show you all. You're allowed to see it too. Okay. Okay.
Well, since you know that one,
Okay.
I'm going to discard that one. It's the MyGo. Choose any player. They must discard their hand and draw a new card.
Okay.
And then choose another player. Oh, we wouldn't get the MyGo briefcase.
Oh, because of this game?
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't Cthulhu. But it would have been okay if it was.
That one's going to be, though.
Okay.
That's
That's
my
you?
turn.
Okay. Draw. Investigators. Choose a number from 2 to 8. I guess technically it'd be 0, although it can't be.
Zero's there.
Yeah, no. You have a 4.
I do not.
Okay. See, I thought if I said she did, it would influence her and she would have one, but guess that type psychology doesn't work.
I'm going to play the deep ones. Name a number other than 1 and choose another player. If they have that number in their hand, they are knocked out of this round. 6.
No. I'm going to keep doing this. Oh, yeah. I should separate those. Keep doing this. It's another 1. Okay. I really wish I would have remembered what I called on you earlier. Let's see. 7.
No.
Okay. Read the facial expressions.
Randolph Carter. Choose another player. You trade hands with them.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Ah, crap. I just realized what I gave you. But that's a good thing. You discard that card. I gave her a card that was going to force me to discard a card, and that would have been bad.
And then I get to draw a new card.
Yep.
Okay.
The only bad thing is she knows still what's in my hand.
Yep.
It's your turn.
I get to draw. gonna play this. Choose another player. You trade hands with them.
Okay. Okay, yeah. You had no choice on that one. I'm going to do it because I could do it a different way, but I want to do it this way. I'm going to play Cthulhu. I discard and I'm knocked out this round. But if I have 2 or more insanity cards in my cards in my discard pile, I should have read that. You win the game. If you don't, you are knocked out for the round. I should have read that.
You got knocked out? You knocked yourself out?
Yep, I didn't think about it. I thought that it meant 2 or more tokens.
Well, he just knocked himself out, so I won this game, or this round. I get an insane one. And the card that I had was the Sane 8, where if I discarded it, I would lose immediately.
Had I just played smart and played the one that I drew and just said 8 to her, she would have.
I'm still in the game, baby.
Still in the game. That was painful. John said he believes he's played this game. It's a lot of fun. It's basically a Cthulhu skinned version of Love Letter. And Love Letter has been skinned like crazy.
Our first Love Letter that we actually played was Munchkin Love Letter at 1D4Con like 3 years ago.
I don't think it was Munchkin Love Letter. I'm pretty sure it was Adventure Time Love Letter, wasn't it?
No, because we won the Munchkin Love Letter.
Oh, that's right. We got the Adventure Time in an AEG black box. That's right. Right.
So we discard this one.
I cannot believe I just played it that way. Man, it's going to be one of those nights you're going to win every one of these games somehow.
And then you get one, I get one, and because I won that round, I go first. I get to draw. Well, I'm going to go ahead and play this card. It's the number 4, Libra Evanus. You cannot be chosen as part of the effects of other players' cards until the start of my next turn. So whatever Brian plays, he can't, it doesn't affect me.
Okay. I'm going to draw this. Let's see. I cannot look at her hand because of the thing she's blocked on.
Might as well play that one as well. Elder Sign. You cannot be chosen as part of the effects of another player's cards until the start of your turn.
Okay. Can't secretly compare cards.
So I'm going to draw.
Let's see. I think that was... Nope. There's still another Elder Sign in the game. If you have another... Oh, okay. Good.
Investigator. Do you have a 3? Another 3. You could have the same 3.
I could.
But you don't.
But I don't.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I was forced to play that because I have something that's higher than a 4 in my hand.
Well then. You have 5.
I do not. Okay. 6. Do you have a 6? Oh, good, because I have the Necronomicon in my hand. So, because I have 2 Insanes, I take an Insane. And I have 3 Insanity. I am insane myself, both in-game and in real life. And I have won the game.
You've won Love Letter. Or right. Lovecraft Letter. So what did you think of this game?
I like it. I feel like there's still probably a rule or 2 that we need to be double checking in there, but other than that, I like the game.
And the cool thing about the box, like this is what the box looks like, it's magnetic on the side. So,
it has like a book there.
And it has a nice little insert in it as well.
Yeah, this was definitely a premium version of Love Letter.
Yeah.
I know there have been a few versions of Love Letter that have kind of gotten that premium TLC, but I'm not sure of many that got it better than that, to be honest.
Correct. So, what would you like to play next?
The next one we have up is Tides of Madness. So, Tides of Madness, we've played a lot of games here. We've played games that were all made for more than 2 players. Like, we could play 2 players with Love Letter. This is made for exactly 2 players. It's a lot of fun. It's a drafting game where basically we're going to have a set of cards in our hand that have certain rules across the top. And basically you're going to take a card out of that hand, pass it to the next player, and you're going to keep swapping back and forth until there's no more cards to swap. You're going to read the rules on top of them that are going to give you points based on other cards that you have laid down in front of you. And we're basically going to play that over 3 rounds, and whoever ends up with the highest score is going to win. Now, this is a retheming of a game called Tides of Time, also by Portal Games. Follows the same thing, except in this game, as all of these games have had, there's madness, insanity little tokens. Basically, some of the cards are going to have Cthulhu skins on them, and if they happen to have the Cthulhu skin on them, then you will take one of these tokens for each of those at the end of the round. If you ever have 9 or more of these at the end of a round, you lose the game and the other player wins. So, if you can manage to avoid getting too many of these in the first 3 rounds, you could potentially win the game. I'll explain a little more when we get the scoring. You'll just watch us kind of draft the cards back and forth initially, and then we'll walk through scoring of one hand to kind of explain how it works. But the rules, this is literally the rules here. There's not a whole lot to it. It's a super simple game. We really, really like this.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll put these over here.
And how many cards is it? 5?
5. That will be the scorekeeper.
Yes, you're better at math than I.
Okay. So again, we each have a hand of 5 cards. We're going to look at them and figure out what we want to do with them. There's also 5 suits. 5 suits that have a different symbol and a color on them. Of those suits, there are 3 cards, and then there are 3 cards that have no suits. And so basically we're going to pick one, put it face down in front of us, place the cards in front of the remaining cards to pass to the next player, and repeat back and forth. We'll reveal the cards after each time that we both finish our selection. Okay. So the first one I have has this little green book symbol. It has the tentacle. So at the end of the round, I'm going to be taking one of those markers. For this one, the scoring is for each madness token that I have, I'm going to gain 1 point.
I also took the book symbol one. And it says for each of the clock towers to gain 3 points.
So now that we've swapped hands, which one was which? Okay. And we're just going to literally do this back and forth until we've depleted the hands, and that's basically it. Okay. Yes, I could do that. We'll select our cards. So Svel is saying that we should show our hands and say why we're picking the ones we are. So we'll do that for a couple of them. So I will pick this one, and this is my hand. So the one I'm keeping is this tower because she's going to score points for each of the towers. So I don't want her to have too many of these. This one's going to give me, for each suit you don't have, gain 3 points. So I'm going to try to not take too many variety of suits at the end of this round, so then I can get those 3 points per. The ones that I just skipped on, and we're both going to see these anyways. This one, the maximum of having the majority in blue. I don't remember if there was blue that came out, so I didn't choose that one. For each blue, again, same logic. Same logic. I don't believe I remember seeing blue. There may have been a blue, but there weren't many, so I chose not to take that. And then this one is double the points that you're going to get of the previously played card. That basically means whatever card you lay this on, when you go into scoring, the card that you have it laying on will get double the points that it was. So I'll put this here.
Okay. And the one that I selected has the yellow symbol, and it's for a set of one of each type. You gain 13 points.
Yep. That's a good one. Now I gotta really watch and show us the other ones that you had, because I'm gonna see them here in a second, anyways.
There is the blue one with the tentacles, and that one is for the majority of the tentacle. You gain 7. This one is a tentacle symbol with the tentacles, and it's for the majority of the books. You gain 7 points. And then this one is this card has a wild suit. Additionally, you take 1 madness from your opponent.
Yep. Okay. And the madness happens at the very end of the round before scoring starts. So, since we've walked through all of them, we won't go through the logic on them again. We'll just kind of explain the reason we took the ones we did. All right. Let's see here. Oh man, I've now got to be really careful because of that. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this one that gives the wild because, well, I'm afraid she'll take that and be able to utilize that to get her suit variety. Ooh, okay.
And I took the clock tower one that gives the majority of the book symbols.
Yep. Oh man. Oh, there's not good choices here. Especially the way I've taken these. I have to take this one.
I take that one.
So I'm taking this one. Man, it's not going to do me much good. Basically, for each of the blue, I would gain 3. I know that she's going to try to take blue, so I try to avoid that.
And I took the blue one. And it is, if I have the majority of the pink tentacle, I gain 7 points.
Okay. So there's your card. And then we just put the last one down in front of us.
And then that one that I got is double the points from the previous played card.
And mine was the majority. If you have the majority of green, you get 7 points. So we're going to walk through basically walking through how many points we get. So I'll start on mine because it's not going to be too hard. So the first thing you do is you look for all the tentacles on the side and take tokens for that. So I take 2 because I have 2 tentacle cards. Amanda takes 2.
Well.
So for each madness, get 1 point. So I now have 2 points. For each suit you do not have, gain 3 points. So this wild is going to be a green one, and that'll be relevant here in a minute. So I don't have a blue, and that's really it. So I get 3 more points. So that puts me at 5 points. I better write this down. So I have a feeling, as I'm explaining, I'm going to forget. I don't have a blue. I could have made that a blue, but I didn't. And then this one, for the majority, that we do that in a second.
No, it comes from this one.
It does, but it comes after everything.
You don't have the blue.
I don't have the blue.
And you now have the majority.
So I get 7 more points because I made that wild versus her 1. So I get 7 more. That was a very low scoring round, though. That was only 12.
You still got more than I did.
Okay.
All right. For each clock tower, gain 3 points. I have 3.
Okay.
For each set of each, gain 13. I did not get the pink tentacle.
Yep.
Another clock tower, or the clock tower for the majority of the blue, which I got. So that's 7. So that's 10. For the majority of the pink tentacles, I do not have. And double the previous card, so 10.
Okay. So, I take your... Let me see. There is something I have to figure out when this times. Forget when the actual scoring for the bonus point insanity kicks in. Oh, I should have double-checked that before I started. Opponent scores Plus another for the most madness tokens. I believe, since we both tied, I don't believe I get that yet. I was getting that from, what card is this? Dreamlands. Additionally, take one from your opponent after checking who received the most. So I didn't get that. Still that one before the points were awarded. So, oh well.
But now you get it?
But now I get it. So that didn't really do me a whole lot.
So,
oh yes.
At the end of the round, before the next round starts, we will pick out a card to keep from the 5 that we played in front of us, and then you'll select one that you would like to remove from the game. And I just put mine up here. Usually you flip it over, and then you flip them once we're ready, but I'll keep mine face up.
Oh, okay. And I will flip this up. So I'm going to continue trying to get more points for the madness. It worked for me in the game the other day. So now I'm going to pick one to throw away.
While you do that, I'm going to shuffle. Or deal.
Yep.
Shuffle.
Yep. Okay. We're going to get rid of this card.
Okay. And those are removed from the game completely.
Yep.
So now we start a new round.
Yeah, it does look like a good game for 3+ players, but it works really, really well for the whole back and forth. Let's see here. And it's also super quick. I mean, we'll run through this game, and if we weren't explaining it, we can run through this game in less than 10 minutes. You can play this over and over quite quickly. All right. Let's see. Okay. So I'm picking this one. Majority in the green books will give me 7. I already had one, so that's the reason I'm going for it.
And I picked the blue one that says for each of the yellow, red, or pink, I gain 9 points.
She already had a yellow, so that makes sense. There's that. Not liking what I'm about to do.
Okay.
Okay.
The one I selected was this card is a wild suit, and then you take 1 madness from your opponent at the end of the round.
Now I took this one, double the points from the previously played card. Okay. I took this one. It's a red tower, and for each of the tentacles, I get 3 points.
Okay.
And
I took the green book, and for each clock tower, gain 3 points.
She took that so I wouldn't get that 14 points for that one. All right.
I wish I could remember what those other cards were. That's my card that I just did.
Okay, so this will be my card.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got the yellow one. That's for each blue, gain 3 points.
And I took this one for the majority of tentacles, 7 points. And then the cards we're left with is for the majority of towers, 7 points.
And mine was for each majority, gain 4 points.
Okay. So let's go over yours first.
Oh, man.
So madness first, I guess, is really
I only got 1.
I think I'm going to lose this game because of madness. I think I've played a poor choice on the way I just approached this.
For each set of each of the colors, gain 13. I did not get each of the colors, so I do not get that. For each set of the yellow, red, pink, I gain 9 points. I did not get that. This card will be a wild suit. I will let that be... each majority gain 4. I'll let it be good. I'll let it be blue.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let that be blue. For each clock tower gain 3. Didn't get a clock tower. For each blue gain 3. So the wild plus that one, that'll be 6 points. And then for each majority gain 4. I have the majority in yellow, the majority in blue, and that's it. So 8 points.
Okay. I'm really happy you did not choose to go for the tower, so you at least leave me with some points. So, gain points for madness. I get 7 points for madness. Majority of the green, she stopped me from that. Double the points of the previously played. That doesn't happen. For each of the tentacles, 3 points. So that's it's going to give me 3. What did I say I had here? 7. So I'm at 10. The majority of tentacles I have, so that's 17. Majority in the towers, another 7. That puts me at 24.
Dang.
I have the majority of madness, so I get another 4, so that's 28.
And I steal one of your madness now.
Yes. So you take it.
Okay. And now, for the last round, the first card in our stack stays from the first round. Now we will look at the additional 5 cards, select one to keep, and then we remove one. So I'm going to keep this one. This card's a wild suit.
And I'm taking double the points of the previously played card.
And I'm going to discard that one.
Discard that. So now we get 2 last cards, and we finish out the deck. And we play the same way we have.
Ugh.
And not shoot ourselves on the foot. Okay. Taking this one for the majority of the yellow symbols, 3 points. Or for each.
I took the green one for the majority of the yellow.
So
Gain 7.
So we'll be fighting over that one. So I'm taking one of those symbols to stop her from getting the majority if possible.
And I did too. For them, and then this one does the majority of the clock towers gain 7.
Yeah. That's okay. I mean, she's gonna get it anyways. I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I did the blue, and for each book I gain 3.
Yep. And I did the tower. For each tentacle, I get 3.
Okay, and I did the pink tentacle. For each set of blue and green, gain 6 points.
And I did the green book. For each tower, get 3 points. And then we are stuck with this one, the majority in green, gain 7.
And then mine was for each majority gain 4.
Okay, I think I'm surviving
1, 2,
this.
3,
Jeez.
4. I gain 4? Or, no, that's at the end, right?
No, you gain
No,
it. You gain
no.
them at first. You just
Okay.
steal it at the end. And we'll do your scoring first.
Whew.
Ooh.
Yes, Holly. When I pull the tentacles, I always add it to my hair. All right, let's. Oh man, I gotta figure this out.
Stop pushing the table. Stop pushing the table.
I didn't push it.
You did.
All right, I'm going to make this one the red clock tower.
Yes, you are.
So for a set of 1 of each, gain 13 points.
Yep.
That gives me 1 of each for 13.
Yep.
This card will be a wild. I'm gonna come back to that one. Can I do that?
No, you just made that. You just made that.
Oh,
a tower.
I did. I did do the tower. So that's a tower.
Yep.
And then I take one from you.
That'll happen
Yeah,
after.
at the end. The majority of the yellow, I have 1, 2,
You
2
got
years.
it. So you're at 20.
13, 20. For each book, gain 3. I have 1, so that's another 3.
Okay.
For each blue and green, gain 6. I have 1 set, so that's another 6.
Okay.
And then for the majority, I have the majority of yellow.
You. Yep. 4.
Not on the red.
No,
Not on the
book.
green. Majority on the blue, so that's 2.
So that's
And not on the pink, so that's 8
8 more.
points.
Okay. Pretty good. So that's gave you 37 for that round. So gain 2 madness, putting me at. Oh, please tell me I didn't take too many. I'm at 8, so I get 8 points, but I double that, so I get 16 points. I get 3 points for each sun, so that puts me up to 19. I don't have any blue, so that's nothing. 3 for tentacles. I have 2 of those, so that's 25 for each tower. 3, so that's 28. For the majority in greens, which I do have, I get another, so I get 35. And I have the most madness, so that's 39. I was convinced I was going to go insane on this last round.
I was hoping.
And then you take that.
And then then I get 8. So I get the bonus.
No, we did the bonus before
okay.
you still. That's the reason it did in that order. So the final score is you have 55 and I have 79.
Go figure.
All right.
But that was Tides of Madness. I really enjoy that one. Like it does add a little something to it besides the Tides of Time.
Yeah, and we picked this and Tides of Time up. Actually, we got them as gifts, didn't we? From
from Rusty.
Rusty. Yeah. And so yeah, we've really enjoyed these ones. We've had these for about 2 years now. And they're fun little games. Toss them into a bag for a game night and just go take them with you.
Yep. Which one do you want to do next? Do you want to do the Cthulhu Flux?
That's the one that's up.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to jump right into the...
No.
Alright. So Cthulhu Flux is by a company by the name of Looney Labs. We really enjoy their games. Sorry, I can't talk and set up at the same time. And we actually started playing this also at 1D4Con.
Yeah. we found a lot of games at 1D4Con.
Yes. This game...
We found that one too?
Which one?
No, that's right. Never mind. Tower Madness wasn't it?
No.
I remember when we first played that. I demoed that.
Yeah. In Flux, the rules are always changing. Hence the name Flux. They're always in flux. The beginning of the game, we will draw 1 card from the deck, and we will play 1 card from the deck. However, there are cards in here that could make you draw 2 cards, 3 cards, 5 cards. There's cards that could change the play 1 to play all, play 2, so forth and so on. There are other cards that have a yellow border, and we'll show them when they do show up, that can provide additional rules in the game. There are also keeper cards. They have the green border that you need to achieve the goals. The goals are the pink cards that you could also play. And if you have the right keepers for those said goal cards, you win. However, in this version with Cthulhu Flux, there are also creepers and ungoals. And in this, unless an ungoal says otherwise, you can't win with creepers. But we'll see how this goes.
So the funny thing about this game is sort of like the Lovecraftian letters. This game could be over in a turn if you get the right cards, or this game could go on, and you could actually get through the entire deck and have to shuffle. So it just depends. And this game's for how many players?
Up to 6. 6.
Yep. So who's going to go first?
You won Tides of Madness, so would you like to go first?
Sure. Okay.
So, Brian is going to draw one and play one.
Okay. So, if you ever have a creeper in your hand or draw a creeper, you must immediately play them. I started the game off with a creeper. I drew a creeper. Now, if you draw a creeper, you get to go ahead and draw another because it doesn't count as your play. So, whew. You cannot hold this card. You cannot hold this card. You cannot win if... okay, you cannot win if you have this unless a condition says otherwise. If you have an investigator keepers in play, you must choose to attach this to this. Both cards stay together until discarded. And then this one, you cannot win if you have this unless condition says otherwise. So these normally attach to keepers. Do they just get discarded?
Yeah, like my Dreamer, I have the Dreamer. With it will allow you to discard the Nightmare that gets attached to it if you have the Nightmare Creeper on it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I had to play these. Don't I have to attach these to keepers?
Not right now.
Okay. I just, when I play them on future, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to draw my card because I drew this one, unfortunately. So now I still have my one play. Let's see. I'm going to play the keeper, the cat, and I guess I attach this to somebody. So that happens there. The cat has nightmares. Oh no.
That's sad.
Let's move this up a little bit more. Hopefully the glare won't be too bad.
Yeah.
So I've played, I'm done. Over to you.
I'm going to draw one. And it is not a keeper. I'm going to play the Dreamer. If you have this in front of you, during your turn, you can detach and discard nightmares if they're on the table. And that's my turn.
Okay. I'm going to draw one. Not doing so well here. So, cannot hold this card, so I have another creeper. So I draw another card. Oh, I have so much going on. Why not? New rule. Play 3. So now you'll draw one card and you'll have to play 3 cards. So, yeah, we have another keeper, the cultist. If you have this on the table and the condition of the done chore ungoal is met, you win. And the sanitarium. If you have this on the table, you can discard the nightmare and or madness if they are attached to one of your others. Whoop. So this goes away. I'll just put it up here beside him.
Okay, I'm going to draw a card. And now I have to play 3. So I'm going to do Zandok Allen, the drunk.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking to see if I'm going to play the ghoul. If you have this on the table, you can discard the body during your turn if it is in front of you. That's 2. And then I'm going to play the farm. Not the funny farm, just the farm.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
I'm going to draw one. I am only going to be able to play one. Okay, I'm going to play the new goal card. I'm just going to pull these out of the way. Miskatonic University. The player who has the professor and the librarian wins.
Going to draw one.
I'm going to put this up on the box. So then the goal's a little bit easier to see.
Okay, Grand Theft Biblio. Put the Necronomicon in front of you.
Necronomicons.
If it's not in play, but someone is holding it, that player must give it to you. Otherwise, go find it. Look first in the discard pile. If you have to look in the draw pile, reshuffle it afterwards. The librarian does not count as the Necronomicon in this case.
Okay, so it's not in the discard.
Yeah.
So find your ancient book in there.
It really doesn't matter because the game's over.
Oh wow.
But I'm gonna do it anyways just to show it.
So you clearly either have a goal that you're gonna play, or this is gonna show you how quick this game can go. I think we've played rounds of this that's gone on for like a half an hour before.
Yeah.
We've played games that in the first 2 turns the game ended. So it honestly just comes down to what cards get played. I think it ended in the first 2 turns because somebody played a play all, and by the time the second player played their cards, they caused a goal to happen.
Okay, so I'm going to put this on. If you have this on the table, once during your turn, you may move any creeper from one player to another. You must put this card back into your hand. Well, I get to play this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to take your Cthulhu creeper.
Okay.
This comes back to my hand.
Are you extending the game or?
Yes.
Okay.
Now I am.
Okay.
Okay, so that was one card. That was all one card.
Is that did you have to play the keeper? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to play him, so that this was all one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and put him down for 2.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna play this ungoal card. That's the Call of Cthulhu. If the total doom count for the table is 6 or more and Cthulhu is in play, the game ends with no winner. Oh, it's over. I thought I prolonged it because I have Cthulhu.
Yep.
And you have 1, 2. Oh, you only have 3. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Then -2.
9.
So
7.
7. So yeah.
So yeah, the
Wow.
game is over and no one wins.
Yep. That's how Flux happens.
I really enjoy Flux. Like, we have a number of different versions of them. We are actually getting the astronomy one here soon because I backed one of Looney Lab's other Kickstarters, and we get that one. My favorite right now has been my favorite for the last year, and it is Marvel Flux.
Oh, I
And
Groot.
there is a card called Groot.
I am Groot.
And if it is played out in front of you, it's one of the keeper cards. That's all you can say while it's in front of you is "I'm Groot." If you say anything else, Groot gets passed to the next player, and that's all they can say. And it just keeps going around the table. It's great. I love it.
When we played this at the beach, Wendy held that for a surprisingly long time, didn't she?
Yeah, because Wendy, Brian's stepmom, wasn't feeling Flux whatsoever, so she was ecstatic to get Groot, so then she couldn't ask the mazillion questions she did have.
And well, she just said, I am Groot all the time.
Yes.
Alright, we'll finish this night off with another very quick game. We've actually showed this off at the beginning of the month, but you know what? It's still Cthulhu, so we're going to play it again. It is Cthulhu dice. And I guess maybe a proper name for it is Cthulhu die. Because the game comes with one die. One 12-sided die, because 12-sided dice are underused. It'll come with these little gems, and then the rules. That's it. That's the whole game. So this is a very quick game by Steve Jackson Games. And basically what you're doing is you're trying to be the last player with sanity, which is what these are. So each player is going to have 3 of these to start off in the game. And if you're typically in a 2-player game, you play additional characters. We're just going to play 2 just to quickly show you how the game is going to work. It's going to be a very quick game. But basically, I'm going to roll the die as the first player. And I'm going to see what the effect is, and we'll just explain the effects as they come up rather than explaining them all up front. And then Amanda will have the chance to roll the die and defend. Now, if we had, let's say, 5 people around this table, I would say, okay, person X, you're going to be my target. I'd roll it, perform the attack against them, and they would perform a defense back against me. And then we'd just continue around the table, basically, doing that until somebody had only one player had sanity left. It is possible, depending on how things play out, that Cthulhu wins and nobody has sanity left. So it's entirely possible that's going to happen. So we're just going to go ahead and start. So I'll start off. Wait, you won Cthulhu, so she's going to start off since she won Flux.
Yes.
We actually have 2 copies of the game with different colored dice. So we're actually we're gonna both roll our own unique dice. So, roll it.
And I apologize. I'm also trying to make a donation to our Extra Life page while we're doing the stream to see if my alerts are working as prep for our 24-hour event weekend in November.
Okay.
So I rolled a tentacle, so I get to snag a sanity from Brian.
As a defense, I roll, and I roll the Elder Sign, and that doesn't mean nothing because there will be a pool of sanity tokens over the course of the game, if you especially have more player, that goes to Cthulhu, and the Elder Sign will allow me to steal one from Cthulhu. Cthulhu is already insane, so nothing happens.
Yep.
So my attack against Amanda is what is that? That's a wild
sign.
I think.
Your target loses 1 sanity to Cthulhu.
So now Cthulhu has some sanity. I don't know why he wants it.
I rebuttal.
And I do the same.
And you do the same.
So your attack against me.
Rah!
This is a wild. It can be used as any of the signs.
I would like to take your tentacle.
Okay. And then I think I still get the defend, if I recall correctly. Da, 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 da. If you lose sanity after you go mad, you have nothing to lose, so nothing happens. The only way you can... Okay. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I think unless I steal it from you, I think the game's over. No, I steal one from the pool. Okay.
Alright, so I attack you. I take that.
Okay, let's see if I can... that's the yellow sign.
You take 1 sanity from Cthulhu.
Okay. Well, that's lucky. So I'm still in the game. I got 1. And that was your attack against me, right?
Correct.
My attack against you is an Elder Sign, which would allow me to take 1... Oh, wait. No, the yellow sign. No, yellow sign wasn't what we thought it was. You put a sanity in here. So I was insane at the end of the last round.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll play another quick game of this just to show that off. So basically I ran out of sanity, so I lost. So I'll attack first. We both have 3. Cthulhu. Everybody loses 1 sanity. I was hoping we'd get a Cthulhu up. Your defense against me. That is the yellow sign. I have to put 1 of mine in the middle. Your attack against me on your turn.
Tentacle! Tentacle!
So if I don't roll something to get me some sanity, which I do. Okay. So my attack against you. That is a tentacle. Your turn. The yellow sign. Your target puts 1 into the middle. Okay. That was your defense, wasn't it?
I thought that was my roll. Maybe that was my defense.
I think it was. You still 1 for me again. And I still win back. Having a tentacle match over here. Okay, so my attack against you. Yellow sign, you put 1 out here. Your defense. You stole my die. You stole mine.
Sorry.
And that's it, because that was your defense. So, I've gone insane. Amanda wins twice in a row. So, that is Cthulhu Dice. Again...
I got it! Yay!
Okay.
I apologize. I'm trying to learn OBS and setting up alerts and things, and that made me very happy that it actually worked.
Yeah, we had a little zombie running across the screen. Oh, no, more of them. You donate twice or something?
No, I thought I only donated once.
Okay. Unless that other one came from somewhere else. Who knows? Unless it's just going to keep doing it over and over and over. Maybe. Okay. Anyways, we have a lot more Cthulhu games, but those were some smaller ones that we thought would be easy to show off in this kind of format. I know Tower of Madness was maybe not the most camera friendly the way we had it set up, but I love Tower of Madness and I don't care. I wanted to play it. So, but we hope that you kind of enjoyed these. We are going to continue doing these little videos in November. We haven't really thought of a theme. There's not a whole lot of turkey games. So we're thinking we might do games we're thankful for, or kind of games that make you feel good. That's probably good for Thanksgiving month.
Mm-hmm. I know next Thursday, the 5th, we are doing Fluttering Souls. That one's a good 2-player game where the story, we'll explain more about it next week, but the story is a man and a woman fell in love and got engaged, and prior to their marriage, the woman fell ill and passed away, and the gentleman was so heartbroken that he quit his job and tended to the cemetery that his beloved was buried in, and delivered a yellow or a white flower daily to her grave for like 50 years. And then when he was getting sick and on his deathbed, his aunt or his sister and his niece was taking care of him, and a white butterfly was constantly near him. And they continuously tried chasing it off and chasing it off, but it continued staying with this gentleman until he passed. And when he passed away and took his last breath, it left the house and flew to the woman's gravestone and disappeared. So the legend of it is that it was the woman coming to visit the gentleman because he was no longer able to visit her. So it's really touching, and I really enjoyed it.
So we're probably going to find another 1 or 2 2-player games or something that feels nice, touchy-feely like that. So we're going to find some more stuff out. We are going to try, probably not next week, but the following week, we're going to try to do some games that can get people interacting as well. So we might post some links to like a page that you can print off and actually play live with us. We'd like to do a little more of that. So I know Deadly Doodles will probably be one that we'll try to do.
We could do Fiverr Findin'. It's a kind of like a fast-paced
roll and write.
Well, it's a dice game where you are trying to come up with the different shapes for points, and whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins. We could also do Color It. It's a very simple, relaxing game of just coloring, but you can only color in certain things that you roll.
So we're going to figure that out and get a schedule out, but we are going to try to keep doing these kind of videos. So if anyone has some ideas and some stuff they'd like to see, we have a good collection of games. We definitely don't have everything, of course. It'd be really hard. But if you have any ideas, certainly reach out to us on our Facebook group or any of the other means that you have getting a hold of us. If you enjoy this, let us know by liking our Facebook, following us on Instagram, subscribing on YouTube, any of those possible ways. Obviously, the more we're able to build a little bit, the more we're able to do this. So let us know if you actually enjoy this or not.
Yeah. So. And in a couple of weeks, the weekend of November 14th and 15th, we're actually going to do a big stream from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Saturday and 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. on Sunday for Extra Life, raising funds for our local children's hospital up in Morgantown, WVU Medicine Children's Hospital. And we're going to be streaming different types of board games, some video games, maybe an RPG, maybe... should be a good time. I'm trying to come up with some different incentives, maybe doing like a specific incentive each hour to try and get donations for the children's hospital. I might even buy some clearance Halloween makeup and make Brian here like decorate one side of my face for a specific hour if we reach a total, and maybe do the other half if we reach another total or something like that. So yeah.
Huh, that's news to me.
I've been thinking on this for the last few days. Surprise.
Okay.
I figure the more I can embarrass myself, the more people may be inclined to donate to help the kids.
Well, that generally works for a lot of incentives, so...
Yeah, and if anyone's watching and plays Animal Crossing New Horizons on the Nintendo Switch, this Saturday for Halloween, there's a big Halloween event, and I am opening up my island. For anyone that donates $1 to my Extra Life page, I will send the Dodo code, so you can visit Area 51. And anyone that does that, when they come to Area 51, will get a wrapped gift from me, which could be bells, it could be Nook travel miles, it could be clothing, it could be furniture. Just a little reward saying thanks for donating and visiting Area 51.
Now, when she says bells, she doesn't mean our yellow lab.
No, she stays here, sorry. But yeah.
I think that's probably it.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
well, thank you all for watching.
And we'll see you guys next week. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Brian. And we're the WV Gamers.